I just finished dumping 24 hours in the Lego Fortnite, and I wanted to take a moment to talk about the game and share my thoughts. First things first, I don't know much of anything about Fortnite, just, regular Fortnite, so this game releasing caught me way off guard. But I'm a big fan of survival games, and of course I like Legos. Don't lie, you do too, who doesn't? So I was super interested. I booted it up and hopped into what was a breathtakingly beautiful world. Really was, and the game mechanics, they were silky smooth and responsive. Simply put, I was having a blast for the first few hours and was looking forward to playing a lot more of it. So then, easy peasy, right? A completely free game that feels and looks amazing? I mean, yeah, kinda. If I never went back to play more, then I would be singing its praises, and maybe I will be someday. But it's not today. So in short, if you're looking for something to play for a few hours and then drop, then go for it, definitely do. But I don't know many people, if anyone, who plays survival games that way. I mean, usually in this genre, you're looking to dig into everything it has to offer. You want to explore a world with plenty to discover and build up the base of your dreams. And feel like, the only limit is your creativity. But man, oh man, did I feel limited in everything that I did here. I'll start by explaining how much time I spent playing the game. So 24 hours, And also, side note, when you see people posting 100 days videos or something similar about this game, just know a ton of them are just straight up lies. Like, so many of the 100 days things are 100% fake. And I could actually rant about this topic for a long time because it drives me crazy. But I'll hold back for now. Instead, I'm just simply bringing this up because the idea that you can spend 100 days, which would be like 34 hours in real life, playing this game and still find stuff to do in it is wild. It's not really happening. Which, I mean, I guess that's why they lie, but anyways, here's the deal. Here's why you can't spend that much time. So, exploration. Right now, there are 3 main biomes that are part of what I would call, main progression. You start in a grassy, normal area, then move to a deserty, hot one, and lastly, a snowy, cold one. In order to travel into the hot or cold areas, though, you either need to equip charms or eat specific food, so, living in these 2 isn't what they're for. Instead, they're just pretty strictly for exploring and finding resources. The enemies are all reskins in these areas, and the resources may as well be too. I mean, their only purpose is to upgrade tools that you need in order to gather the next resource, which you then need for the next resource. You get it? It's the definition of a grind. The resources aren't hard to find either, so there's very little sense of discovery, and they are insanely annoying to gather for 3 very big reasons: tool durability, inventory space, and walking. From what I've seen though, they're actually already working on tool durability, but my goodness, it's because they break so stinking fast. It feels like half the resources you get from, mining and stuff just goes right back into making more tools. And then inventory space, it's so garbage. Firstly, since tools break, all the time, you have to bring multiple of each, which takes up space. And then you need weapons, food, wood for building, and by the time that's all taken care of, you are left with half the slots. And what makes this so much worse is walking. Walking at least 5 minutes to and another 5 back from each biome to your base to store resources. I easily spent hours walking in a completely straight line back to the exact same spot I was, just all because I didn't have inventory space or, another tool broke, and I had to go build another. And let's see, combat. So I'm just going to skip over combat. There's nothing to it. Enemies quickly stop being a threat and just become obstacles that suck up time. Base building. Okay, now we're talking. I mean, it's a Lego game. But man, oh man, did this just cause me pain. I'm not even sure how they messed this up either. It's so simple. But, okay, and when I talk about building, I do mean custom building. So they have these preset builds that you can just place down and then add resources to, kind of like an actual Lego kit. And that's actually fine. It's pretty satisfying in a way. But if you do want to be creative here and, build from scratch, then the normal building is brutal right now. They only have certain sized pieces available, which means you're either going to have to plan extremely well, or that you're just going to have missing pieces and accept that. Not to mention, if you misplace an object, then you risk destroying your whole build. Because when something breaks, the pieces interact with other builds, and that breaks those too. It's stupid. There also aren't many styles to build with and all that, but mainly just fitting pieces into things and, building what you want. It's a crazy chore. And one last thing, the chest. The chest you build there. So I said inventory space was bad, and the chest inventory is the same. These guys fill up so fast, and right now, nothing automatically stacks, which makes finding what you want and organizing them just a nightmare. These all seem like easy fixes though, and they would make a huge difference, so I hope they do so, and I think they will. My point is this: they created a massive, extremely beautiful world to play around in, but they forgot to add, interesting items, things to do, and the option to build what you want in it. Now, I'm sure they will jump all over it and continue to update and add more, and hopefully someday it will be worth playing 24 hours of. But right now, it's not much more of a way to just fill 4 hours and then regret the rest. On the bright side, I have high hopes for it and what it will become someday. I mean, I did honestly really enjoy my first few hours here, so I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on it and look forward to what they do. So if you're curious about the game and want to see what 24 hours does look like, without grinding through it yourself, then check out this video I made here. It goes through it all. Also, use my creator code MinnowStream if you actually get the game yourself or anything else on the Epic Store. And I highly recommend that you check out the Epic Store right now. They are just giving away free games. I'm not like a salesperson or anything. I've never even looked at the Epic Store until this Lego game. But Destiny 2, the Legacy Collection, was this week. I'm excited to see what's next week. I just deleted Fortnite, so I'm going to install Destiny. Anyways, the video's over. Let's talk about the game down below. Anything else you want. I'll see you later.